Greetings and salutations, folks. My name is Nick, and welcome back to Stray, where we return to the role of this cat, this unnamed stray cat who fell into the city and now needs to escape to return to their fellow cats so that they continue to go about their cat activities on the outer perimeter of whatever the city is. But, as it turns out, we're trapped in here by a bunch of jerks. I'm sorry, I'm checking my notes. A bunch of zerks. Completely different. They're tiny headcrab alien-looking, bacteria-mutated, tiny monstrosities that consume everything, including both robots and cats. But apparently, somebody named Seamus, his dad, Doc, has been working on a weapon. Let us go find that weapon and use it because we are a cat who understands such things. Meow. Huh, it's an electric generator, but it seems to require some other part to function. And I do not think I have that other part. Though I imagine if I go... Which way did I come in here from? Did I come in here from that path? It has already been so long. I'm guessing I can't backtrack too much. Okay, I think I might have come back. I might have come in from this direction. Yes, that's what I did. So let us search up then, maybe. You know, at first when I was trying to get my robot buddy, it was all good. Because I would meow, and my robot buddy would be like, would light up signs and tell me which way I needed to go. But now, my robot buddy is with me. He does not, like, I meow and nothing happens. It is the typical cat experience. Okay, so, do we need to follow the cables? Is that what we want to do? Hello, it seems that there are some wild head crabs contained. You know, I suppose most of the things on the walls make just as much sense to me as they probably do to this cat. Also, why does this person have so many rugs? Ooh, is that Doc? But, like, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rugs. Just upstairs alone. 3 on the landing. What voice should I be giving Doc? I don't have a good Christopher Lloyd impression. Otherwise, I would just jump straight to that. Great Scott! Now you see, I got nothing. I got nothing. Whoa! Wait, you're not a Zerk. Who are you? That's my badge you're wearing. How did you find it? Did my son send you? Oh, Seamus, you clever boy. I've been alone for you for ages. I came here to test my defluxor. Your defluxor capacitor? But it didn't go as planned. I wish I could go home. I miss my son dearly. You can have a look around the house if you want, but I have no idea how to escape this place. Alright, thanks. Do you have any mice for this cat? All I see are keyboards, no mice. Hello? Why am I remembering number 12? Oh, B12. I've seen humans wear costumes like this. They were small and running around making lots of noise. Oh yes, I remember now, they were children. The streets felt much more alive with them. Even with the difficulty they brought, the adults seemed to love them very much. Doc says he misses Seamus. Is that the same thing? Yes? I'm glad I was able to answer that question. Confidently. What is this? Is that your, defluxor? Hey, be careful with that defluxor. At full charge, it can explode Zerks like confetti. This baby needs 1.21 gigawatts to work. Like I said, I really wish I had a good Christopher Lloyd. And the only thing around here with that kind of juice is the generator outside the house. The problem is that it won't start. I think a fuse blew. And with all the Zerks around, it's too dangerous for me to go out and fix it. I'm not fast enough, but you just might be. If you can reach the generator and replace the fuse, I should be able to get the defluxor recharged. Come on, follow me. I'll show you what to do. You know, I'm kind of reminded of, there's a scene in the first season of Peacemaker where, like, in the TV show Peacemaker, Peacemaker has a pet eagle named Eagly. And there are plenty of times where Eagle demonstrates a certain intelligence that seems greater than that of an ordinary eagle. And then at one point, they're like, we need to get Eagly to do something for us. We need to have Eagly pick up an object and then take it over a ways and then drop it in a specific location. And they're like, does Eagly understand what you're saying? He's still just an eagle. And Eagly picks up the object, flies towards the location where he's supposed to drop it, and then veers off, and then drops it some ways to the right of it, which forces the characters to be like, oh shit, yeah, he is an eagle. He doesn't speak English. Like he understands only so many commands. I guess we're going to have to go and find the object that he just dropped so we could figure out how to do it ourselves. And I feel like there's a lot... Like, people are expecting a lot out of this cat. Here, take this fuse. It's brand new. I can tell. It says it's a new item. Turning on the generator will be loud, so expect some Zerks. Once you fix the generator, I should be able to charge and kickstart the defluxor. You just need to follow this cable, change the fuse, then meet me back here. Best of luck. Don't die. I'll see what I can do. Okay, so I've actually been to where the cable ends, but I went there first. And so then while this is charging, I will need to evade some Zerks. Probably for a short while until the doc can use the defluxer. Oh, never mind. It's working right away. The defluxer is great. I almost don't even feel like I'm in any danger at all while the defluxer is on my path. No, really. It seems to work perfectly. Why was anybody worried? What am I trying to accomplish? Now, should I go back? No. Ah. Is that what I'm trying to do? Oh, hold on. How many times? I've meowed 100 times. I'm glad I was able to complete that achievement. All right. I'm guessing I need to circle his house and attract more Zerks. Maybe? There don't seem to be any Zerks. It is unclear if I'm waiting for something or if something has bugged. Okay, let's go back to Doc. Okay, I think I was expecting more of some information, like, hey, you did it. Now come back here. Amazing, you got the generator back on. Have you seen how powerful the defluxer is? It's definitely our way out of here. Wait a minute. I might be able to mount this defluxer to your drone. Maybe you should also build a second defluxer. That way both of you have defluxers. It worked. The defluxer is now installed on your fancy drone there. It's not meant to run off such a small power source. If you use it too much, it could malfunction. Just remember, it's dangerous. Now let's go back to the village. I'm coming home, son. See, notice how the cat has a more proper walk-down staircase animation than the robot. That is an example of priorities. You don't need to give him the animation. The cat is the focus. Okay, how does one use the diffuser to diffuse the defluxer? Take out all those Zerks so we can get through. Wow, it worked. It's working great, but as suspected, it can overheat. Let it cool for a bit when that happens. I hope it'll last until we reach the village. Oh, okay. I see the heat. The heat bar. I was not expecting to be able to fight aliens, or I guess they're not aliens, they're bacteria. I was not expecting to fight bacteria monsters, but here we are. This switch doesn't work. It looks like the electricity has been cut. Who would have done it? Why is the nefarious bacteria monsters cutting our electricity? Okay, so I need to roll you over there. Maybe. And roll you over there like a hamster wheel or a cat wheel. Cats do these things, right? I have not owned a cat. I have had roommates who have owned a cat, but they did not have a cat wheel. I think they only had a cat tree. And a fat cat, so maybe they should have gotten a wheel to help out that fat cat. Also, that fat cat was adorable. Take that! Evil bacteria! Go back to hell, Zerks! From whence you came! No. Oh no, yeah, we're good. Oh, did the Zerks not even care about, Doc? Alright, let's... It's like it lasts just barely short of what you would want it to get rid of everything. Like, if it lasted a little bit longer, then there would be absolutely no challenge. Phew, that was close. Let's go back home. Let's all just run into these boxes and crates. They won't stop us. Okay, is that going to make noise, the using of the turning of the wheel? Nope, it does nothing. Look, it's Doc. It's Seamus and the Guardian. Momo is nowhere in sight. So we still need to find 2 more robot characters. Zabs, Zbad, too many consonants next to each other. And one other robot, who I forget the name of. Kete, our work here is done. Let us move on with our lives. Thank you for saving Doc, little friend. It's great to see that Seamus is no longer alone. Now we know that we can fight back against the Zerks. Momo has been waiting for you by the sewers. Doc and Seamus look happy. I think we did a good thing together. Oh, now are we going to the obligatory sewer level? Every video game must have a sewer level, regardless of which video game it is. Is it like Doom? You gotta go into the sewers. Stray, when you're playing as a cat? Sewers it is. Barbie, the video game? bet she's going to have to go to the sewers for some reason or another, because you have to. It's a law. It's a rule. You gotta follow it. Most sewer levels suck, largely because they're grating on me. Most sewer levels suck, largely because a lot of sewers are very identical in presentation. How do you make one sewer level look different from another sewer level? It's kind of like the idea of Green Hill Zone in Sonic. How do you make one Green Hill Zone that much more different from another Green Hill Zone? And I think it's less about the content of Green Hill Zone that really affects the flavor of the level, as much as the experience of playing that version of Sonic. It introduces you to the feel of the game and how the mechanics flow in that specific game. Like, you go to Sonic 2's Green Hill Zone versus Sonic 1's Green Hill Zone versus... I've only played Sonic 3 like once or twice, and I don't remember if they also have Green Hill Zone, but like you skip ahead generations, and you still have multiple versions of that area, and each one kind of, even if it's still a 2D level, like Sonic Episode 4's Green Hill Zone feels different because Sonic Episode 4 plays different from Sonic 2 as it does from Sonic 1. There are a very small select sewer levels that I actually enjoy. I don't even know if I have a top 5. If I had to if I had to think about it, I don't know if I would be able to construct a top 5 sewer levels. Right now, the only one that pops into my mind as like a really good sewer level is the one in Dead Island 2. Oh my god. My throat, so dry. Partially because it's a solid level, but also because of the big things that happen for the plot, as well as gameplay mechanics that are introduced. Like, it's just a great level, and it really kind of turned my opinion about the game around. Whereas Dead Island 1's sewer level is just an obstruction between point A and B, and that led to me being incredibly bored of fighting zombies. Let's see how this one goes. I would imagine this is going to be a bunch of platforming and killing Zurks. Momo is waiting for you on his boat. You can join him, but have you done everything you wanted in here? Because I'll close the door behind you. Don't want any Zurks coming through. I'm good. There's like a sheet music somewhere out there, I think. But I'm not looking for it. Because there's really no way for me to know exactly where it is anyway. Like, a vending machine will stand out. But sheet music? No way. Hey, Momo. Are you a Game Boy Color and is everybody else a Game Boy? I can't believe you found Doc and got the defluxer. With this, now we can go and find Zbaltazar. Let's go! I was trying to remember what voice I gave Momo, and I think that was it. The sewers. Picturesque. I've got to, like, ultimately, I feel as though my thoughts on the gameplay mechanics of this game are probably going to sit somewhere around a 6 or a 7. But visually, This game is a treat. Visually, this game is a 10. Not just by having nice graphics, but artistic direction. Artistic and cinematic direction coupled with the gameplay presentation. I just wish the gameplay itself was more interesting. This place is creepy. Wow. Good talk, Momo. Good talk. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to figure out a way to open up this gate. This is a standard assignment on any sewer or vehicle-based level. See Half-Life 2 for multiple versions of get to the gate, open up the gate so you can proceed, and fight head crabs. Ah! They didn't get me this time. There's another game that came out recently where you play as a stray cat. I'm gonna have to look up, I think it's Little Kitty Big City is the name of it. And I feel as though that game fostered a little bit more of the the cat relationships you build in it. The graphics aren't quite as nice, but based on the little I played of it, I think the gameplay might be better. So if I want a better cat simulation, I might one day have to find and look up that one up again. I've never been this far out of the slums. With you here, I'm not even scared. Wow. I'm glad this cat has got your back. Alright. There's a... I'm gonna have to open up this door somehow. Nope. That door opened up due to a loading screen. No. Oh, it still hasn't... I'm still gonna have to open it up. But no, art direction in this game and music are both well done. Let's say art direction is a 10, music is 9, which is still really good. All this old machinery is broken now. I think we can only open it manually. Okay, what does that mean? You're gonna start pushing from one side and I'll start pushing from another? Oh. Quick, jump below the door. It won't hold for long. Oh, okay. Good luck, I guess. I can't go on with you, but I won't stop looking for a way. When you find Balthazar and Clementine, tell them I was brave. It's a good thing we sent a cat. I guess maybe the deflexor, they'll be like, hey, you've got Doc's badge on, or Seamus's badge on you? Ooh. Can only assume those are all going to pop like big, juicy pimples. They did not. Which I'm okay with, because that would be way more disgusting than regular big, juicy pimples. Like, imagine if you were watching an episode of Pimple Popper, and they popped a pimple and a head crab popped out of it. You'd be like, nope, I'm just checking out for the day. Wake me up when I wake up tell me what happened when I wake up from unconsciousness. Just enough. There we go. It's like just enough without making it too easy. Although, interesting, it doesn't seem like I really need to worry about blasting all of these head crabs. I mean, like, I can, because it seems safer. Maybe when I hit that switch, it's going to make a noise which pops all of them anyway. So I might as well clear out the area first. Also very convenient that the AI for the Zerks largely is just head straight for the cat. Like, it keeps it simple. Like, they're just flesh-eating. They're everything-eating bacteria. So, like, why would they have intelligent reasoning? But as monsters go, like, they're more or less like the monsters in Serious Sam, in that they just charge at you. Like, that's all they do. Alright, I think that was everybody. I just realized something. Now that I've got the ability to kind of pretty easily deal with the Zerks, that essentially means that the one main element of danger, the Zerks themselves and having to frequently run away to escape them, is no longer a thing. They're no longer a threat. So I'm no longer in these like chase sequences. Oh, are those eyeballs? Okay, that is interesting. Let's mark down this timestamp. Like, is the entire wall, like the membrane of the wall, now Zerk? In which case, this is more Dead Island 2 than I was expecting. Like, one of the interesting things about Dead Island 2's sewer level is, so earlier on in Dead Island 2, you go to this hotel where you find out the military has been taking up residence. And during your time there, you discover that they've been using the swimming pool. They've been filling the swimming pool with acid and dissolving people in there to get dissolving people in the swimming pool. Like, that's how they've been getting rid of zombified bodies, is by throwing them into the swimming pool. But they were throwing essentially everybody in the swimming pool, and then they were draining the dissolved acid mush into the sewer system. So when you finally get to the sewer system, you discover that that acid, that dissolved mush, is still an entity that lives, as far as a zombie can live. Like, it is not destroyed as much as it has amassed. And like, that is one of several plot points that occurs in the sewer level. And one of the reasons why I consider it one of my favorites. Because that was a nice twist, and the way that it's used in the gameplay, it works well. And I feel like we're getting a little bit of that here, where like the bacteria has kind of amassed on the wall and has created larger organisms. Like, it doesn't have to be this tiny head crab. Like, all of the wall is just more of that bacteria. Excellent. Come on. Oh, yep. The ramp threw me off. That is my difficulty. Something I'm not particularly good at all video games is spatial awareness. Once it's out of view, it's also out of mind. I forget that there's a ramp there, and then I start backpedaling towards it, and then suddenly the ramp has appeared again. Okay, let's can we wake up more eggs? We should probably deal with all of the Zerks first. No. No eating. No eating, kitty. What happens if I point it at the... Okay, the wall does not care. It's okay. We're good. Oh, did one of them fall into the sewers? So, on one hand, this does provide a little bit of more variety to the game mechanics, so it's not just a constant flee from your enemies. But on the other hand, it does slow down the game. And is also a bit on the repetitive side. Like, more so than just constantly fleeing from the Zerks. Alright. And I still am not sure whether I really need to destroy all of them, or if it just helps that I destroy all of them. Ah. Take that, Zerk. Also, it would be nice if whatever that fan noise is, it seems as though the music has stopped and has been replaced entirely by a single note. I'm right behind you. It takes him a moment to lift up from your back and then activate the defluxer. Alas, I've used the defluxer to max capacity. Maybe there's an additional capacitor I could get for the defluxer. Ah, hello. Ah, that's okay. We're good. Oh my. This is... You know, when you see the advertisements for certain games, or any pieces of media, like, you never really know where it's gonna go. Oh no, is that Zbaltazar? I think I actually got his name right. Oh. That is wild. Nope, B12. No, B12, you're down. You pushed yourself too hard. Okay, now we've got to run. We have lost our weapon, thusly we must gain speed. Also, this is cool chase music. I'm upping the score from the music back from 9 to 10. Yeah, we're gonna need to increase the battery on B12 if we expect to fight more of the Zerks. Oh, thank goodness it closed before a single Zerk made it under that incredibly slow-moving door. It was dark. I was alone. It felt like I was back in the network. But you saved me. Thank you, friend. Drawing that much power was rough on my core. The The defluxer is completely destroyed now. We'll have to be careful. Oh. Alright. Never mind everything I've been saying about the possession of the weapon. It looks like it is gone. For good? I don't know. Ooh, this is a perfect example of minimizing. Like, simplification to a fault. Like, you look at a game like Deadly Premonition, and it's very loose. It probably gives you more mobility and capabilities than the game necessarily could handle, whereas this game is very rigid. It keeps you on a very strict set of movement paths to minimize the risk that collision or something might cause something to fall off. Whereas Deadly Premonition is like, you know what, we don't care if something goes off the rails. That's just part of the experience. But also, like, by keeping things rigid and more straightforward and simple, that allows the game to maintain the illusion that it is what it looks like. Like, it looks like a AAA experience. Whereas it feels like more of an indie project. Whereas Deadly Premonition both looks and feels like a small budget game. Oh, this is a different Guardian? This is a different person? A traveler from the sewers. We haven't seen one of you in ages. Are you the one who contacted us earlier, the little outsider? Baltazar, the outsider, has been expecting you. He's meditating at the top of our village. Everybody's meditating at the top of their village. Ant village. Like, couldn't people start meditating at the bottom of their village? At the entrance? This machine. The scientist I assisted used one of these. He was sick. This was his last hope. He walked into the machine. But I wasn't with him. He was alone. What was he doing? He uploaded himself into the computer and then everything was different. But the upload, something went wrong. He was stuck for hundreds of years. Until a little cat appeared. Is B12 the scientist, not the assistant? Was it? It was me. I was the scientist. I was human. I need a moment. Your body may be long dead, but your mind still survives. Why, hello there. I'm sorry, I need a moment. I don't feel like talking right now. Thanks. Well, I'm gonna scratch on this wall. Aw, yeah. Consider this wall perfectly scratched. And you can only scratch at pre-designated scratching posts, which honestly feels a little anti-cat. Like, a cat is gonna scratch wherever the shit it wants. It's not gonna have, like, a very specific spot that it can scratch from. Okay. So at the very least, I know I cannot do anything on the way up to Zbaltazar. Because, oh, never mind. What else have I forgotten? I must have had parents, friends. What happened to everyone? I wanted to open the city, but is there even anyone left to save? I guess now the only people to save left are the robots. Are you Balthazar? No. Are you the Keymaster? Is this what you call meditating? What is this? F, E5, 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 3 exclamation mark, copyright, E. Hey, don't you know not to interrupt a fellow during his transcendental meditation? Oh, it's you! You were with Momo when we received that call earlier. I'm glad to meet you at last, little outsider. You know Momo and Doc, so you're already familiar with us outsiders. I miss them. Their memory brings me peace. Momo stayed in the slums. I heard you helped find Doc, and Clementine, she's in Midtown now. If you still want to see the outside, she's the one who can get you there. Apparently she had some kind of plan to leave the city. Here, take this. I wrote her address on the back of this picture. Oh. Look at those happy robots during happier days. How did they get the pictures processed? Did they have a photo lab? To reach Midtown, climb our little village. It should be easy for a dexterous one like you. It should be. If you manage to reach the outside, you will be the very first. I'd wish you good luck, but you don't need it. I believe in you. Here's the thing, though. I've already been outside. So it's not really a question of whether I'm going to be the first person to be outside. It's more of a question of like, can I be outside again, escape the city? I'm sorry for shutting down earlier. I'm human, probably the last in the world. Now look what's left of me. So much has come back to me. How much have I forgotten? Maybe if we find Clementine, we can restore my memories and get you back home at the same time. We can go back down and find out more from the companions or head onward to Midtown. Alright, let's go back to the beginning. Okay, I think this was a side area. Yes, it was. Oh, hello there. It has been so long since we've had a visitor. Well, except those damn Zerks, of course. Imagine if we could harness their power, having them run in a wheel or something. Such wasted potential. There we go. When I grow up, I want to be great, like Aunt Clementine. I wanted to explore like she did, but the grown-ups forbade us to leave Ant Village. All right. Anybody else in any other? I don't know if anybody actually is going to have interesting things to say or quests for me to do, because I can just continue without talking to any of them. That was an option given to me. Electric Zerk everywhere. Statistically, I should have won at least 8 times. Well, that's the thing with statistics. With enough of a population, you can gain like a decent amount of idea for your average statistics and what to expect. But once you get the numbers low enough, those statistics might bend and not necessarily match what you're expecting. It's like the idea of flipping a coin. If you flip a coin 10 times, in theory, 5 of those times will be heads and 5 of those times will be tails, because a coin has a 50% chance of doing one or the other. But every time you flip the coin, it's always 50% one way and 50% another way. It's only when looking at a large enough percentage of attempts that you suddenly see what's the actual statistics as a whole. Like if I flip a coin 10 times, I just brought up a coin flipper online, did heads the first time. Let's just count the number of times it hits heads. The second time was tails. Third time was tails. Fourth time was heads, so we're now back at 50-50. Fifth time was heads, so we're at 3 out of 5 heads. Sixth is tails. Seventh is tails. Eighth is heads, so 4 out of 8. Ninth is heads. 5 out of 9. 10, oh my gosh, my theory is immediately proven wrong. 5 out of 10. I guess, yeah, once you get a... But, like, I'm sure any D&D player could probably attest to, there's the statistics and then there's what you roll. I do love the smell of fresh paint. It reminds me of... Oh, wait, I can't smell anything. How sad. May is in her deconstructivist period, so she says. I'm sure she'll become a great artist. If only she could practice elsewhere. Did you know there are more than 900 shades of white paint? Don't tell anyone, but I'm creating my own shade of paint. I'm calling it garbage brown. Okay, May. The soothing sound of trash falling, shimmering waterfalls, no dangers. It's a blissful place to work on my poetry. Here, listen. The mighty concrete, shielding me in its womb, shall you also be my tomb. You think it's too solemn? It's a bit grave. But, you know, considering you're living your life here, does not seem like you have any goals. This food is actually horrible, but it's the only thing around. I'll have to unscrew my front casing if I keep eating this trash. Do you have to actually eat? Do you have to eat the wires? People call me the Tin Chef. I specialize in upcycling leftovers. Today's special, ramen J45 with my secret ingredient. Right. Huh. Ah, thank you, spray-painted arrow, for telling me exactly where I needed to go. Hello, buddy. How are you? Did you know that Aunt Clementine taught us how to grow special plants that can live without sunlight? I have a huge collection of them. Do you want to see? It's still missing some colors, though. I'm missing a yellow plant, a red one, and yes, a purple plant. If only someone small and agile could get them for me. You know... I'm bored. And Clementine used to hold classes here. We learned a lot of cool stuff. I'm kind of reminded now of the feathers in Assassin's Creed 2. If you collect enough feathers, you are able to turn them in, and I forget if you get like a cool weapon or if you get like something, you get something out of it. But you also have to find every feather. I really don't feel like finding plants. And that's the thing. Like, if I liked this game more, maybe I'd be more willing to backtrack. But I don't really like this game enough to want to go back. Like, you know those games where like you want to do 100% and you want to like do every side mission? This is not that game for me. My apologies to the Stray devs, to the fans of this game. Can I jump up there? No. But I'm ready to move on. Let us head towards Midtown and find Clementine. There we go. What have we here? Is this a subway system? Look, this is a subway station. I had completely forgotten this kind of transportation existed. You could ride to anywhere in the city. People used to take it to go to work. I used to take it too. Every morning after saying goodbye to my family at home. I remember I was doing this for them, but they're gone now. It was so long ago. They wanted to see the outside, but does that even matter anymore? What happened to them? What happened to everyone? They were probably eaten by the bacteria. Anyway, we're near Midtown now. Let's find this Clementine. We have a picture of her. We can show it to some of the companions around here. Maybe they'll point us in the right direction. Yeah, the subway map. You are here. You can go upstairs to the exit. The tree bud. I'm reminded that, like anything, graffiti needs to be constructed, and no game does graffiti quite like The Darkness, where they actually hired The Darkness, I believe, was made by a Swedish-based game designer, Machine Games, and they hired Swedish graffiti artists to do all the graffiti on the walls. So even though it takes place in America, all the graffiti is in Swedish. Oh, hello. Oh. Wow, thanks. Do you remember books? There's so many books here. The Turing Test Legacy, The Ethics of Artificial Intelligence. I recognize some of these. Did I have a library? I remember nothing was quite like the smell of books and the turn of a page. It was a feeling almost like comfort. A book was like spending time with someone. Oh, hello. The law is a thing around here. Clementine, troublemaker, wanted, outsider, rebellious. Please report any sightings. I already told you 5 times, Yosh. You can't run around like that, it's dangerous. Hey, this is the first time I've seen this kind of robot. You look so fluffy. Oh, it's the girl displayed on this wanted screen, right? You should ask somebody else. I'm too busy with Yosh here to know anything. Don't worry about trash. Nico Corporation, copyrighted, takes care of everything. Really? Please state your identity. Cooperate or we will have to transfer you to jail and reboot you. Please leave me alone. I'm not the one you're looking for. If you're looking for Clementine, I'm sure she's hiding in the residence. But first, Clementine will have to evade the law. Do you hear that down below? The ebb, that flow. The city haunts me. It taunts me. With alliteration. Oh, Clementine, yeah, I used to hang out with her, but she wanted to leave. She was a breeze, and then she flew. She's a wanted person now, and too heavy for me. Shh. Hear that? That ebb, that flow. Sir, you are way too mysterious for me. You should probably be playing at a local jazz and or blues club. Why am I back here? What do I gain? Seems like nothing. Midtown. Excuse me, I know you're reading a book about how to be a ninja, Part 5 by Alfred Smith. Consider this. Tomorrow, if I replace my arm with another robotic arm, and then the next day my other arm too, and then my body, and oh, is this a ship of Theseus? And so on until I've replaced all my parts and upgraded my software, will I be the same robot you are talking to now? Oh, hey, what are you showing me right now? A bunch of people I don't know. My guess is that they probably live in the massive housing building further uptown. Do what you want with that. Question. Vladdy. Booby. Why do you have multiple pictures of cows? Why are you reading about how to be a ninja? I mean, I don't know what else a person would want to read in this day and age. At NicoCore, we work all day long to gather the waste and send it downstairs where they recycle and repurpose it. Really? Is that what they do downstairs? You know they do that with it downstairs. They don't just... It just doesn't land in a fill and stay there. Speaking of downstairs, it's been a while since we've had news from them. Really? Imagine that. Cool picture, that one. Hey, is that an address on the back? First symbol is a street, and then there's a floor and a door number. Should be pretty easy to find. Can I look at? Oh. Floor 3, door 5. Thanks. Thanks, Gary. Gary? Sorry, little one. You can't play over here. The NicoCore factory is no place for a little fuzzball like you. Access is restricted, but only for a little while. If you can wait a few years, we'll open right back up. Cool picture. Is that an address? Yes. That's what Gary said as well. Thank you, Ray Mile. Unfortunately, because Gary already told me this, your advice doesn't quite hit as hard. I'm busy. What do you want? They still print newspapers, although I suppose I don't know how old that newspaper print is. You're clearly not wearing grandma style. This merchant crook sold me a faulty battery the other day. Now he just pretends not to hear me every time I try to confront him. If it wasn't for the sentinels on patrol, he'd end up as spare parts. Can I steal a battery? 2458. It's the code. Wait. Code is spelled backwards, so it's probably 8542. Maybe. I got a badge. A cat badge. What am I doing with this cat badge? Okay, I can't show you the cat badge. Can I show you the cat badge? No. Alright, I think I'm going to stop here for the night. Got any suggestions for something to play next? Leave it down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have yourselves a good night.